welcome back. How are we doing? Today is the day before my birthday. I thought I would do a little birthday makeup video, and I wore a red lip on my Instagram stories the other day and I forgot how much I like a red lip. Is it very high maintenance? Yes it is. Is it very unforgiving if you're gonna sit down and eat food? Yes it is. But I feel like if you're not going to do it around your birthday or Christmas, like autumn time, when are you going to do it? I'm going to just prep my face. I've already got a little bit of moisturiser on, and then I'm going to go in with the Illuminating Primer by Cover FX, which this one has lasted me a long time. I remember when I first reviewed this, it must have been over a year ago because I was at uni still. So yeah, this bottle has lasted me quite a while. And then just around my nose I'm going to take some of this cooler primer. You've seen this all before. I've also actually recently been using this primer as an eyelid primer because it's got that kind of silicone feel to it. How is everybody enjoying autumn? I feel like, or fall if you're American. Autumn is just my favourite season. It is the season of the soul. Like the changing of the seasons and the weather getting colder. I love all seasons. And I love living in a country that has seasonal climate. And I know people complain about English weather a lot, but I like that you get a little bit of summer so that you appreciate the sun, but then I also like that you get snow in winter and you get, you know, the proper changing of the seasons, like the trees shedding their leaves. I love it. But what is everyone else's favourite season? So this Too Faced concealer, which I absolutely love, I think it is the best concealer I've ever used. I've recommended it to so many people and they also love it. But yeah, it's quite plastic heavy. I've said this before, like it's got a huge plastic cap, which is kind of unnecessary. You can make that a lot smaller. But it's got a big plastic cap, the actual bottle is plastic. I'm not sure how you would disassemble it to recycle it. So it's not the most eco-friendly option, I guess. But what I will say with this is you don't go through them very fast. I have had this for over a year actually, 12 months until the expiry date. Still smells fine. I do kind of consider expiry dates on makeup kind of like expiry dates on food. If it still smells alright, works okay, I'm going to use it / eat it. But anyway, the point of that is that even though it is plastic heavy, you don't go through it, because you need so little product, you go through it at quite a nice rate. But I was going to say that I did pick up this concealer. I got this from Glow Organic. The brand is called Colour Caramel. It looks like a French brand. I think it's just their pot concealer, and I've got mine in the shade 11. I don't like pot concealers, I will just say that now. Usually I am just not a fan at all, but this one has got, the reason why I don't like them is because they crease on me like crazy, because I've got quite small eyes. I get creases underneath and product sometimes settles in there. But this one I'm a fan of. One, it comes completely packaged in cardboard, which is amazing, there's no plastic involved. And two, it's got quite high silica, like it feels quite slippery, kind of silky. So I would say if you're looking for a low waist concealer, this might be a good option because it doesn't crease as much on me. It gives pretty good coverage and like colour corrects quite nicely. I would say it does wear away throughout the day, but all kind of green or more natural makeup does do that on me. Right now I'm taking the Inika Baked Mineral Foundation in the shade Grace. A little bit of bronzer, a little bit of blush, still on that Milani Baked Blush hype. And I'm back on the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. How old is this? It must be nearly 10 years old now. No, that's an exaggeration. No, I didn't mean that. I did my maths wrong. 5 years old, not 10 years old. Got it in 2015 and it's nearly 2020. And I'm still using the highlighter to this day. I kind of strayed from it because I like using a cream highlighter. But this is honestly, along with the Lily Lolo highlighter in that duo that they do. Actually, their single highlighter is really nice as well. But along with that highlighter, this is the only powder highlighter that I will happily use and get on board with. It is 50 quid, which is a lot. But I just think the quality is really, really great, and they last, obviously they last so long. I've had this for 5 years. You guys are definitely judging me for how long I've had my makeup for, but why would I chuck it out? Like, it would feel wrong, unless something smelled incredibly bad and made my skin sting. Why would I chuck it out? You know? I'm just going to move on to brows. I'm actually using powder for brows. Although I love the 100% pure Long Last brow pot in medium brown, mine started to dry up and it just doesn't apply as nicely, which I'm quite annoyed at. It's not a cheap product and there's still a lot of product left in it. I'm definitely not throwing it away. I just feel like it needs a little something, otherwise it kind of goes a bit funky on the brows. This is my Jouer palette. These are all very much golden oldies, these products. But as much as I encourage re-wearing outfits, you know, outfit repeating, wearing clothes, getting their full use. Don't just wear an outfit once and then think you can't wear it again. Continue wearing it. Like, if it was a good outfit the first time, it's a good outfit the second time. But the same goes for makeup. You don't have to buy new makeup just because there are new releases out there. You don't have to. If you've got makeup in your collection that works, try and find satisfaction out of what you've got. That, I'm talking to myself here. You don't, when I say you, I mean I just need to find satisfaction out of what I've got. I find it really funny when people don't like birthdays. I mean, it's usually people who don't like their own birthday, but I love birthdays. I like all birthdays. It's not so much specifically my birthday. I just love celebrating. Why do we need a reason to celebrate? For some reason we do. That's why I love Christmas. I love celebrating. It's great. Just like eating good food, listening to music, whatever, however you celebrate Christmas and your birthday, and telling the people around you that you love them. All that good stuff. I think next I'm just going to do a very simple eye, going with this Nui palette, or New. I don't know how you say that, Nui? New. In fact, I saw Nui Cosmetics. I went into Planet Organic in Notting Hill, which is actually a lot like, I've never been there before, but it's a lot like Whole Foods, but it's just less crowded, it's got less people in it. They have a little beauty section, they've got a huge drinks section, like non-alcoholic. I didn't realise how saturated the drinks market was. In terms of, they've got CBD drinks, which I don't know if they're a gimmick or what, but they've got CBD drinks, they've got loads of different kind of natural energy drinks. It's really interesting. I mean, a lot of it is just, like I got this, which I really shouldn't have got, because it came in a single sachet, and it's the Mindful Chia Pudding. I could make chia pudding myself, just buy a big bag of chia seeds. But I just saw it and I really, really want to try it. It's got chia seeds in, dried coconut milk, cashew nuts, different kinds of flakes, and coconut palm tree blossom, and bourbon vanilla, superfood stuff. Why did I start saying that? Oh yeah, Nui Cosmetics, because I saw the brand there, and I've never actually swatched their stuff in person. I've only ever seen them on Glow Organic. They're a natural beauty brand, by the way. It's very interesting seeing things in person. That's the thing with green beauty, because it's a little bit more indie. I mean, not so much these days, it's starting to become more mainstream, but because it is more indie, you tend to have to order stuff online, which means you spend money on things that you haven't actually seen and tested and swatched, and it's a bit more risky, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Planet Organic, hit it up. Also, I went into Reformation. I've got a Reformation dress that I got off Depop, but I've never seen the rest of the line in person, and I was too scared to try anything on. The cheapest thing in there that I found was, because it's quite an expensive sustainable brand, beautiful clothes. I wanted this green dress so badly. It's this beautiful green silky wrap dress, which I don't even have an occasion for, so even if I had the money it probably wouldn't have been the best purchase or the most sensible purchase to make. But boy oh boy is it beautiful in there. Like, the staff were really nice. I was quite not scared to go in, but I don't really like going into fancy shops because, you know, when you know that the staff know that you can't afford these clothes and that you're just there to have a mooch and therefore you're not really worth their time. But the staff was so nice in there. My friend Soph tried on a trench coat. I'm just doing a smoky eye, by the way, with this Jouer palette. But yeah, it's beautiful in there. I highly recommend trying the stuff on before you order, if you can get to Notting Hill. Oh, titties, that's too much. That's way too much. The cheapest thing in there though is their t-shirts. They're only £30, which is still, I mean, it's not the cheapest t-shirt in the world, but I think that's quite reasonable considering they're sustainably made. What is everyone's favourite eyeshadow palette? I'm so intrigued as to what everyone's favourite vegan eyeshadow palettes are, because apart from this Jouer palette and this Nui palette, I don't really have... Oh, and my Juvia's Place. Is that what it's called? Juvia's Place? That kind of really, really bright coloured palette, which I love, but it's not really like a cohesive palette you can do a full look from without dipping into other eyeshadows. What's everyone's sort of daily eyeshadow palette? I saw that Barry M have come out with a palette that's raising money for endangered animals, which is brilliant. And actually the shade range looks really nice. And it's vegan, so I will check out those two, because there's a snow leopard one and a tiger one, I'm pretty sure. But let me know. I haven't really bought any makeup in a while. I feel like I'm a little bit behind on the old releases, but that's the thing. People bring out, when I say people, brands bring out, where is that brush? Oh, it's on the floor. Brands bring out so many releases these days. It's obviously to try and make you feel like you need to keep up with them, but you really don't. Like, there's only so much makeup one person can use in their lifetime, unless you're an actual makeup artist. Do we need it all? No. Why do we buy it? It's just fun, isn't it? Why is it fun? Why does it make us feel good? I really do wonder that. Why does buying stuff make us feel good? If we didn't have the humdrum of all those advertisements throughout, you know, from literally when you're born. Well, I can't speak for every country because I haven't been in every country, but if you live in a city in the UK, you've got adverts everywhere, or even if you don't, you've got adverts on TV. Got adverts on social media encouraging you to buy stuff. Is that why? And without all of that, would we still feel like, oh, I need to buy this and I need to buy that and I need to buy all this to be fulfilled? Right, let's do a winged liner. Where is my liquid liner pen. Have I spoken about this liquid liner in a video before? In my head I definitely have, but I don't know if it's a video I've uploaded. I film so many videos and sometimes I just think nobody's going to want to watch this, so I don't bother editing it. That's a fun fact. I film like 3 times as many videos as I actually end up uploading because I just don't think they're that good, and I feel like quality over quantity. Not that I'm like the hallmark of quality, but you know what I mean? If I can't even get through it when I'm editing it, why would anybody else get through it? Anyway, I like this eyeliner. I wouldn't say it's waterproof, it's described as waterproof. I'd say it's like resistant, but it's not waterproof. It lasts pretty well on me and it doesn't irritate my eyes. It reminds me a lot of the Kat Von D. The Trooper tattoo liner is lovely, but it does irritate my eyes, and I've heard other people say it irritates their eyes. So yeah, I like that one. I just feel like it doesn't give you amazing control. And sometimes it gives you a thicker line than the Kat Von D one does. One thing I did ask for my birthday is the Stila Stay All Day liner, so I shall report back as to whether that one... maybe I'll do a full video on all the liquid liners I've tried, like I did with my brow gel video. I don't really see many people with winged liner these days, actually, funnily enough. I'd say I'm the only one out of my friends who wears liquid liner. I literally can't think of anybody who wears liquid liner these days. I'm the only one. God, I'm just so unique and out of the box, aren't I? Have you guys noticed that winged liner isn't as big of a thing these days? I don't really know many people in actual real life that love beauty as much as I do. Like maybe 1 or 2 of my friends, but a lot of them aren't that bothered. So I don't really talk about makeup that much with them. So you guys are my only outlet, really. Anywho, I'm going to go on to lips before I finish with my mascara, and the combo that I was using on my Instagram story the other day is the Cassie Lomas liquid lipstick in the shade the 90s, or they do one called Firestarter or Firecracker, which is a really, really lovely, bright, vibrant red, which I don't know where it is. I have got it somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Sometimes I'll use that, but I was going to go with this Jekka Black lipstick because it's a creamy lipstick and I haven't used it yet and I feel like it's just going to waste. Life on the Rainbow, it's one of their Pride collection lipsticks. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. It doesn't feel nice. I don't like that at all. It really, really drags on the lips. Right, okay. Well, let's just go in with this liquid lipstick then. Yeah, that's what we want, a really bright red. This liquid lipstick is kind of drying out now. It's kind of like an orange toned red. And then on top of that, I'm going to put some of the Coconut Lip Gloss by Seraphine Botanicals, which is a very intense pigmented red gloss. And it is beautiful. It does bleed a bit. These 2 products are not necessarily the best red lipstick products of all time. I don't want to say like you must go out and get these. I like the liquid lipsticks, but the lip gloss does tend to bleed. It is more of a natural option, so that's that. You do have to kind of weigh the 2 up, but I think I might pop a little bit of the Glossier lip gloss on top to make it extra glossy. I love that kind of vinyl look to the lips, like when it's so glossy and intense. I could not eat a meal in this red lipstick though. And it's definitely just for a special occasion. Special occasion and pictures, and then you just like wipe it off and put on a lip balm. Et voila, that is the finished makeup look, I guess. I was going to put a little bit of these Pixie fairy lights on my eyelid. These fairy lights, they're so pretty but so kind of wearable. You know, like some glitter or like liquid glitters are just, they're lovely, but you just think the shade is not going to work with regular eyeshadows, or it's going to be really hard to work with. These I literally pop all over my eyelid and it gives a really pretty kind of like iridescent, it looks like stars, it looks like looking at the stars. That sounds really romantic, but no, it just has like this twinkle to it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is my birthday makeup. I'm going to change my clothes, I'm going to straighten my hair. 24, I'm going to be 24. 24 sounds so much older than 23, don't you think? Like that's an adult. 23 is like, oh, you're still kind of, you know, you're basically a teenager. 24 suddenly seems like, yeah, I'm 24. Age is just a number, am I right? Again, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see something specific from me, let me know. I've been quite busy recently, so I haven't been able to film as much, but hopefully I'm going to get back into the groove of it, because I really enjoy doing this, and when I don't upload, I kind of notice a bit of a void in my life, like, oh, I haven't been able to talk to people about beauty recently, because like I say, I don't have many people in my life that are really into vegan beauty or anything, you know, vegan and cruelty free. Yeah, let me know if you want to see anything in particular. Subscribe if you want to subscribe, like, comment if you want to comment, and if you do, I'll see you very soon. Bye!